Judge Protasiewicz. And now we have got the case, and it's a notorious case, of a mother who starved her 16-year-old son to death, or 16-year-old boy to death. Weighed 42 pounds at his death. No prison time. None.
Right.
None.
Right.
What? How do you do? That's torture plus homicide and no prison time.
So apparently Janet Protasiewicz is a judge who doesn't find rape and starving a child, felony child abuse where the child died. She doesn't find those offenses worthy of prison. And what I found interesting about the starvation case is actually when the boy died, the media did cover the death, but they never said in the stories who the judge was who sentenced the mother to probation and time served, no prison. And so I had actually looked it up at the time, and I had done a Facebook post where I looked it up on CCAP and said, just so you know, this is Judge Janet Protasiewicz. And this was before she was running for Supreme Court. Well, a reader found that old post I put on Facebook the other day, sent it to me and said, remember this? So it's interesting that the media scrubbed her out of the news stories at the time. So this boy was starved to such a significant degree. He was 16 years old when he died, and he weighed 42 pounds. I know this is going to be graphic, but according to the criminal complaint, he had no muscle mass to the degree to which you could see his bones through his skin. This is a horrific, horrific case. He was brought into a local clinic, starving and unresponsive, and then he died. She believed this should not warrant prison. And because she gave the mother basically time served and probation, this child abuser was allowed to walk out of the courtroom a free person.
She's still free, as I understand, I believe. Yeah,
I find it absolutely shocking. And it's a pattern for this judge. And you mentioned the case that we talked about the other day, and that was an awful, awful case in which a man in Milwaukee